The inherent problem with Japanese imported vehicles is the number plates cut out is different. It's it's size for Japanese number plates, so get them over here in Australia, and well, the number plates don't fit. So you can either bend the ends of the plates, which isn't desirable because that just looks ugly, or you have to make up a bracket to fit both the number plate and the bumper. So that's what we're going to do.
So I've already had a few pieces of, well, this is 3mm, so it turns out, but 2mm will suffice well and truly. I've had 3 pieces cut to size. One is 5mm larger all round than the number plate, so that'll now be our guide. I'll put that aside. And I've had 2 40mm strips cut to act as the bracket support. This will be the face plate, obviously. And 2 brackets, once I've bent them into a U shape, will be mounted on the back. The first thing I'm going to do, I need to mark some lines on the bracket pieces. So I've already measured, and it's about 10mm clearance, so we'll go with 10mm. So, scratch gauge. Go, and making sure there's no burrs. Slip pretty good, and mark that one there. So that's our first bend. Then we're going to need a surface area, so I'm going to make a 40mm to match that square. So why did I pick 40mm? I don't know. Just seemed like a good idea at the time. Mark that one at, well, no, don't need to mark that at 40, we need to mark that at 50 because it's 40 plus the 10. Whoops. Two. And now the second turn, I need to add another 10mm, so that'll be 60, obviously. And there we go. I'm not sure whether you can see those marks, but we're going to have 3 marks long, 3 lines marked out. Now we head over to the bender and bend them up. Okay, now I've been extremely lucky to be able to purchase one of these Bailey 3-in-1 sheet metal shear bender, and there's a slip roller up the top there. Not a cheap machine, but it absolutely makes life a whole lot easier. So if you don't have $4,000 it costs to buy one of these, you can do this in a vise. And you know what? I'm going to bend one here. The other one I'm going to go and bend in the vise. Let's compare the difference. Okay. Need to spin that around so the blade's coming up. On downstroke. And that's a little over 90 degrees. So I'll have to straighten that out on the vise. Let's go for the second shot. Now, this machine is only recommended to 1.6 millimeters bending thickness. I'm bending 40 mil, not 400 mil, so it actually does it quite easily. There's not a lot of force there at all. That one's a little over 90 as well. And you know what? It doesn't really matter because it's going to be behind the bracket. You're never going to see it. It's going to be welded to the plate. Who's going to know? Okay, let's head to the vise and we'll see what we can do with this one. Alrighty, bench vise. 5-inch. Bend that width. If you had a... Well, I'm actually going to have trouble with this because it doesn't go in all the way. So, what I'm going to have to do is make this upside down. So you always start off with the first line, as in furthest from the end, or closest to the end, whichever way you're working. Get that square in the vise, knock on it up. Again, went a little over 90 there. Now how do you fix that? Square edge. You can use a piece of angle, anything. In fact, okay, this piece of angle. Lay that over the corner. Give it a couple of whacks right on the apex. Back to 90, or thereabouts. Okay, now we need to bend the other end. So you can see it's not that difficult to do this in a bench vise. So as long as you get it squared up, you're good. Now you see a problem. Not a problem. What we do now, you open the vise, offset it so that that point there is the same as that point there. And when you squeeze, you might get a little bit of rolling here, but that should fold that edge in. Let's see what happens. It rolled it. Sucks to be me right now. The clever way to do this would be to cut this off so that there's no interference. So you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a minute. There we go. And I did cut that off just with a grinding wheel on the grinder. That back in there, and I can see now that that's clamped in there, it's actually not square, it's kind of skewed. So how do we fix that? Tighten the vise down, expecting to tighten the vices down. Better. Okay, I damaged it a little bit, but who cares? Not going to be seen. Let me line that one up. Again. Pound that down. There we go. Bent on a bender, bent in a bench vise. Not a lot of difference. Okay, now I'm going to trim this one down, same way I did this one, and we'll get to positioning. I went ahead and drilled some 6mm holes in the centre of these, because in here is an M6 thread, then I just figured out I put the marks on the wrong plate. That's the one with the marks, that's the one we need. So, now, this mark was on the top line, so we can just transfer that mark. But with these two marks, obviously we need to centre it. So, have 14mm on that end. Try that again. 14.5 that end. Thirteen and a half that end, so about right. That's it. Top's lined up, and there we go. Okay, line them up with a square. This one's going to be the fun one because, yeah, that doesn't reach all the way. So, mark there and there. Two reference points. Go to the other end. And there we go. Alright, now, my brackets. Righty, should go there, there. Okay, so I'm just going to tack them in place. And then we're going to go and have a look for fit on the actual car. Well, before I do that, about 207 centres. Looks like 207 centre to centre to me. Ow, that's hot. Okay, because I haven't decided yet exactly what bolts I'm going to use to anchor the bracket. I know what I'm using on the plate, but on the bracket I might use button heads, which are hair over 10mm. But if I decide to use hex heads, well, then I'm going to need to go somewhere in the realm of 15, 16 degrees. So you know what, I'm going to play it safe, because I've drilled through here onto the front plate already. Can't see that. Here. And here. And, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and drill those out with a hole saw to 16mm. Big burr on the edge of that hole, it keeps catching on. There we go. Notice I'm resting the work back on the pillar of the grill, so it can't go anywhere. And there we go. Alright, let's go see how it lines up. First one in. Let's get it in the hole first. There we go. That's the deep socket, so I don't know whether this is actually going to grab or not. It's not actually pushing the socket. That's the bolt. There, it's gone. There it is. Start again. And in the hole. You know what? That's got a Phillips head on it. You know what? I definitely won't be using hex heads. Alright, let's try that again. Change over the bolts. I have, well, the same one. It has a Phillips head, so put that in first. And the other one has a hex key head, machine screw. Put that one in and see how that lines up. There it is. Oh. It's going in, but it's not fond of it. That's looking alright. Get a bit further back on that. No, not really. Not really a lot of space on the carb. There we go. Once the plate goes on that, yeah, it's not going to look too bad. Alright, so I went ahead and just tacked the 8 corners of those brackets in place. So they're all now secure. I'll weld them up later off camera. I also went around and put 5mm that edge, scribed 5mm marks around on the 2 sides. Can't really see that one. Oh well, it's there. So there's 5mm lines down the side and one across the top, so I can line the plate up on that. And I've decided there's 3 sets of holes, one right on the outside corner and then there's 2 internal ones. I've decided I'm going to use these ones because, well, they just work better and they look good. That way they're not right on the corners. I'd like to have it secured on the corners, that way it's harder to steal them, but it's not that huge a deal, so I'm just going to go with these ones. So now that I've got that laid out, scriber, and scriber mark there, and scriber mark there. Now I know where to drill my holes, and they're out of the way of the brackets, but ironically almost perfectly in line with the mounting holes.
Here we go. Number plate, frame, bracket, whatever you call it, mounted, looking good. I've made custom made nuts for the back. I'm not going to tell you how I made them, that's a secret. I have put security bolts in the front, so if I'm using security bolts, what's the point of using a hex nut on the back? You can get it undone. I even made a custom spinner so that I can get these nuts undone, but nobody else can. There's no 2 others like them anywhere in the world, and that's it. That's the only 2 that exist anywhere. But there we go, done.